rose in Texas that I am gonna see. Nobody else could miss her, not half as much as me. She cried so when I left her, it like to broke my heart. And if I ever find her, we never more apart. She's the sweetest little rosebud that Texas ever knew. Her eyes are bright as diamonds, they sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your Clementine and sing of Rosalie, but the yellow rose of Texas is the only girl for me. Where the Rio Grande is flowing and starry skies are bright, she walks along the river in the quiet summer night. I know that she remembers when we parted long ago. I promised to return and not to leave her so. She's the sweetest little rosebud that Texas ever knew. Her eyes are bright as diamonds, they sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your Clementine and sing of Rosalie, but the yellow rose of Texas is the only girl for me. Oh, now I'm gonna find her, for my heart is full of woe. We'll do the things together we did so long ago. We'll play the banjo gaily, she'll love me like before, and the yellow rose of Texas shall be mine forevermore. She's the sweetest little rosebud that Texas ever knew. Her eyes are bright as diamonds, they sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your Clementine and sing of Rosalie, but the yellow rose of Texas is the only girl for me. La 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 la
The other day, when we were together planning this farewell, we were trying to think of the right song for this very time. Something that meant a lot to Elaine, something that meant a lot to her family, but more importantly, as we discussed back then, something to get your attention, and it worked. It certainly did. I'd like to welcome you all here as we gather together to say goodbye to a dear lady who has certainly had a massive impact on so many lives. This is our final opportunity to say what's in our heart, to say goodbye, but also to acknowledge Elaine and what she meant to each and every person here. And of course, at times like this, not everybody can be here. So as we gather here with her family, we are also thinking of those that are absent today, those that may be in another state, another country. And there's always those special people who have already left us. For us to believe, it's nice to think that Elaine is now back with those that she loved and that she missed so very much. So today, as we spend this time remembering her and her life, we try to, I guess, share all our memories. And this room, as I've already mentioned to someone just a moment ago, this room is full of memories. You've only got to see how many people are here. and each one of you would have a memory or two, or even more. We pay tribute to a lady who I was fortunate enough to have met. We don't always have the opportunity to meet some of the people that we eventually say goodbye to. So for me, it's a little bit extra special to be here with you, and I thank her family for that. It doesn't always seem right, but I believe that the peace that Elaine has now found is a peace that eases all her pain, all her uncertainty, and as I said, hopefully reunited with all those that have gone before, those especially close to her, those that may have met her only fleetingly. But they're all there in that other place, probably looking down, and if Elaine is anything like I'm led to believe she was, the back of your little booklet says a fair bit of it. It words sort of like, bugger the gardening, let's go to bowls, or something. Later on, you will have the opportunity, as we go through our time here, to share a story or two. It may be that you choose later on to come up here and share that. Perhaps that's a bit too much. You will have the opportunity when we go next door for some refreshments to perhaps mingle, have a chat, and even a bit later on, around about noon, the family will be gathering down at the Bowls Club. It's at Margate, but it's called the Kingborough Bowls Club, I believe. Probably something down there slightly stronger than the tea and the coffee that you'll get here. But I'm sure you're all welcome to either stay here, meet the family down there, or do both. I think when we get to a stage of saying goodbye, it's very difficult to actually put into words something rather appropriate, whether it's a eulogy from the family, whether it's a special poem, a reading, a prayer. It's also very special to elect to come forward and present a reading on behalf of the family. And Laurel is going to do just that. She's going to come and read to us the poem, All Is Well.
Death is nothing at all. I have only slipped into the next room. I am I and you are you. Whatever we were to each other, that we are still. Call me by my old familiar name. Speak to me in the easy way that you always used. Put no difference in your tone. Wear no forced air of solemnity or sorrow. Laugh as we always laughed at the little jokes we enjoyed together. Play, smile, think of me, pray for me. Let my name be ever the household word that it always was. Let it be spoken without effect, without the trace of a shadow on it. Life means all that it ever meant. It is the same as it ever was. There is unbroken continuity. Why should I be out of mind because I am out of sight? I am waiting for you for an interval, somewhere very near, just around the corner. All is well.
Before I invite Matthew to come forward with the family tribute, I would just like to remind anyone that is thinking of perhaps coming up here and sharing a few words that I will be inviting anyone, so think about it. But at the moment, I'll just invite Matt to come forward.
So Mum was born 14th of June 1943. She was one of 5 children to Lewis and Rose Fletcher. She went to Snug Area School until 1958. These things work well, don't they? While I was going through the last few nights, I've been staying at Mum's place and I've been ratting through everything, trying to find some notes to help me put this together. And I found something that she wrote on the 13th of June 2004. And this little bit was straight from that. So after school, I went to Mrs. Mitchell's secretarial school and learnt typing in shorthand. I worked in a solicitor's office for about 6 months in the old ES&A bank until I started my family in 1962. So in 1961, she married Peter Wills, a husband of 52 years. Between 1962 and 1967, she had 4 boys. And in her own words, our first son, Andrew, was born 13 months after we married. Then we had 3 more boys. 6 daughter-in-laws, 14 grandchildren. Where's Joe? We're only 9 great-grandchildren so far? Yeah? Cool, yep. 21 nieces and nephews. And if you ask most of those people, they'll say she was the favourite auntie or the favourite grandmother. There are many stories from her childhood, and I hope that many of these are shared shortly or during the next few hours or this afternoon at the club or wherever. When talking to family and friends about Mum's life, the common thread that I found was that she was always there to help. Following the bushfires in 1967, when she had 4 small boys of her own, her parents adopted 4 more children, and there was Mum, helping with the 4 new brothers and sisters, as well as assisting her family and friends to rebuild. Uncle Tom recalled the time he fractured his skull, and there was Mum on the doorstep to help. In 1974, her mum Rose passed away, and Mum became the mother of that extended family, and she stepped up without hesitation. Later that year, Grandad married Nell Wiggins, and she gained 3 more sisters, once again welcomed with open arms. In the late 70s, her mother-in-law Mama became ill, and Mum once again was there to help. In 1981, Mama moved into St Anne's Rest Home, and Mum started working there in 1983 so she could keep an eye on Mama. She started as a domestic and finished there as a cook in 1996. In about 1993, Dad retired from work because his health was deteriorating, and there was Mum, always by his side, looking after him until he was taken from us in 2013. Excuse me. In 1995, Grandad's second wife, Nell, passed away, and Grandad moved into a unit in Kingston. And of course, there was Mum, visiting and assisting when needed. And she continued caring for Grandad till he passed in 2012. And that was Mum, selfless, caring and giving. And once again, a little excerpt from a note I found that she wrote in 2004. In 1985, I took up lawn bowls. No one really knows what happened after that, and we never saw her. Yeah. But she wrote, in 1985, I took up lawn bowls, and this fitted in with work very well. I was a casual worker, so I could have a day off when required, and I got away with this. I was very lucky. I started at Kingborough, went to Taroona for 11 years, and now back at Kingborough this next season. Dad is so happy I'm going back because he still plays there too. I've played Division 1 for many years, have won 2 state titles and was an emergency in a state team. I've won approximately 26 club titles. And in her own words, I love my bowls. Don't think anyone doubt that. And Mum, being the person she was, became very involved in the various committees that run the clubs and ended up running the kitchen at Kingborough for many years, once again giving more than required. Unfortunately, her bowling suffered in the last 2 years with Dad's death, extensive stays in Melbourne helping Nat and I get over our injuries, moving house, a broken wrist, and lastly her own health. But I'm sure she made a long-lasting impression on both of the clubs and the game that she loves so much. And of course there was the fun, Mum. A few little stories I'd like to share. I think the one we've heard most often was the day of my christening. Everyone was at the church, except me, at home in the cot asleep. Turning right at Sorrel instead of left. All those family camping trips and the numerous road trips. Parties in the hay barn up the farm, parties in the shed up Harts Road. The grandchildren playing in the backyard at Morweena Place. Playing crib till the wee small hours. Sculling competitions from the Yonsharps. I'm still not sure who won. But she did. Well, there you go. We now know. Wearing her new shoes to bed, much to the disgust of her sister who shared the bed. Water fights in the house at Snow. Chasing Nigel around with a vacuum cleaner hose. And so many more memories that we could go on all day. How to sum up Mum in 5 minutes is impossible, but that just gives you an idea. She was caring, she was sharing, and she was loving. And I'm glad she was my mum.
So it really wasn't just about you, Andrew. Oh. Now, if there is anybody, as I warned you, if there's anything at all that anyone would like to share with us, you're more than welcome to.
I don't know how well I'm going to do this, so I'll apologise in advance. I've always seen my Nan as the epitome of the perfect person. She was so selfless, kind, genuine and loving. Nan really was something special. As a child, she was just my nanny and she was just perfect, but as an adult, I saw her more for the incredible person that she was. She touched and cared for absolutely everyone she met. And one of the most important things, I think, to Nanny or to Elaine was community and the people in her life. And I just wanted to thank everyone for being here and those who couldn't be for just being part of her little community. Nan would be so proud of how her family's come together and lent on each other in the last few months. And these traits are her legacy, and she lives on through us. And just, I'm honoured to have helped walk you home, Nanny. Just give Puppy a hug for us. I love you.
I have a letter here that I'd like to share with you. It was sent to Matt from a couple of friends who certainly have been long-time friends. And I'll read it in its entirety. It says, "Hi Matthew, I have written this dedication for the funeral. We will be thinking of you and the family as you say goodbye and celebrate the time we all had with such an inspirational and beautiful lady." And this first part of the letter is from Gina. To my beautiful friend, it was around the first time when I arrived at my new school. I was in grade 5. The teacher had asked Elaine to take care of me. Well, She sure did. Our friendship grew into us becoming like sisters. We saw each other get married. We saw each other raise our beautiful children. Later on, we spent lots of times having dinner and playing cards, sometimes into the early hours of the morning. And of course, there was often laughter and joking. I especially do remember the time we had had just a few drinks. Then we had dinner. Then we had some more drinks. Then we played cards. And of course, as usual, us ladies always won. But then came the time that we ran out of Bacardi. But it was okay, yes, it was rather late, but of course, who did she ring? Andrew. It is all about you. Her request was quite simple. Please, can you drive and get us a bottle, as we can't. We seem to have had just a little too much. But boy, did we have fun. My beautiful friend, we will miss you so much. I see you in my mind. I see your lovely smile, your laughter, and especially your warm hugs. Thank you for being there for me all these years. Love you, Gina. And the other half of that team, Steve, writes, just on 45 years ago, I met a lady called Gina. Now, Gina had a wonderful friend, or as she called her sister, and she introduced me to Elaine. And of course, Elaine immediately took me into her family with no reservations. From that day on, she was like a sister to me as well. We went on holidays, of course, played cards, got tipsy, all the things that good friends do. There is one special thing that I will always miss, and that's our pillow fights we had when on holidays. We were just like two young, out-of-control kids. Thank you, Elaine, for being my friend, Steve. So that's just a little bit of what I can share with you, and as I say, you all have your own memories. What we're going to do now is just pause for a moment or two, and perhaps if you wish, you can sit and just remember. Think back to what it was that made this lady special to you. I know you will be very keen perhaps to come up and say your own little goodbye in a private way. I know we're going to have some placement here of some flowers on Elaine's coffin. Whatever it is, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to do, let's do it as we listen to this beautiful song.
To my love, took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? true. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. Ah, take my love, take it down. Ah, climb a mountain and turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, where the landslide bring it down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring it down. Oh, the landslide will bring it down.
If anyone hasn't had the opportunity to sign the register that was out by the front door as you came into the building, please make sure you do. There is just so many people here. Later on, when the family have the opportunity to sit down and just go through that list, it's going to take them a while because there's pages out there, but it is really, really nice to look back and just see those that cared enough to be here. I'd like to thank you all on behalf of Elaine's family for taking the time to share in this farewell. And please, just remember, it doesn't end here. The support, the love, the friendship, it will go on, because the best thing about, I guess, as we get older, as you can see, we get grandchildren. It's the grandchildren that will keep alive the memories of this dear lady. The cup of tea next door, sorry, but that's as good as it gets. That will be, of course, followed by the gathering down at the Kingborough Bowls Club. And I'm sure if you can, you'll be there.